Okay, so in Unit 2, we're going to go over here, click here, and what you're going to notice is that there is 1, 2, 3, 4 lecture essays to prepare for. So it's the same thing as we've been doing all semester. There are learning objectives for each lecture essay. You combine the response for each of those learning objectives, and that will give you your 5 to 8 paragraph essay for each learning objective. So the first one is Social Darwinism, Big Business, and Labor Movement. We had been working on that one in class. The Progressive Era, we started working on that one right before the break. Return to Normalcy, which deals with the 1920s, and finally the New Deal. Your exam is open now, and it will expire April 4th. So that is all I'm going to require for this unit. So it is a bit self-paced. However, if you would like to pace yourself and to make sure that you're on the right track, each one of these folders has an optional exam in it, right? So you can take this exam and you can take the other exams that are posted in each of the folders. And basically what those exams are is a lecture essay. So it will ask you, when you take this one, and again, it's optional, you don't have to do it, but if you take this one, the essay is going to be this essay prompt right here. And you respond to each of the learning objectives for this lecture essay, and your essay will be complete, right? Use this as a guideline. If you don't have 5 to 8 complete paragraphs for your essay, at the very least, then a paragraph is about 5 to 6 sentences. That's probably an indication that you need to go back and prepare a little bit more. When you complete your optional exams, please let me know so I can go and grade it promptly and give you any feedback that you might need. So again, those optional exams are optional, not required. They are there if you would like to check your progress before you take this exam here. Now, as an incentive, because I would like you to take these optional exams, so as an incentive to keep up the lecture essays, if a student completes all 4 optional exams by April 1st with an 80% higher average between the 4, so you take all 4, and of that, you get an 80% average or higher, 10% extra credit will be added to the Unit 2 exam. So that's not, so that means you could conceivably get a 70 on one, an 85 on the other, a 90 on one of them, and maybe a 65 on the other, right? That would still, and if that was an average of 80, which I think it would if I do the math real quick in my head, of the 4, that means you would get a nice 10% extra credit towards Unit 2 exam. So I highly, highly, highly encourage you to do that. Anyway, use this tool, the online chat tool as well, as a way of getting a hold of me, in addition to remind. You don't have to, but once you get used to it, you might find it a very much easier way to communicate with me. Take care, and do always reach out to me if you have questions. I am not having any classes, so I am basically there waiting for you to ask me any questions or just seek clarification on anything. It doesn't matter. Anyway, take care, be safe, and hopefully we get to see each other one of these days again. It won't be in the classroom, but out in the neighborhood, in the community. Take care. Bye-bye.